Right, welcome back everybody. This is the time we take a look at your Friday newspapers. And normally we bring you 4. Today we bring you 5. Why? Because the Mail and Guardian is out again. And I think it's, well, not I think, I know, it's their first one of the year, correct?
Yes.
Yes, it is. All right, good. So here we go. Front page of the Mail and Guardian is up first.
All right, here's that front page. Lies, damned lies, and the fire pool. But the ANC is unfazed by Fikile Mbalula's Nkandla admission. And this, of course, causing a bit of a furore within the African National Congress this week with the chairman and the Secretary General coming out and, you know, basically having a little difference of sentiment around some things this week as the party celebrates 112 years of existence. So they go into that story about how the ANC can't spin itself out of this fire pool story. Yeah. Remember, what did that fire pool cost? About 3 million. So, well, okay, I'll go and find out. But remember that fire pool story.
We know. I started the year. I thought, like I said to you, I thought I was back in a. I don't know what had happened. Like,
anyway,
this is real. We're back there.
They go into that story.
Okay.
Also, Gayton's paradise: drugs, gangsters, and party funding. A secret recording claims to detail the illicit financing of Mackenzie's Patriotic Alliance. Oh. Now, this speaks to a recording that was made apparently of one of their leaders here in Gauteng, Juaria Caldina, I think, from Eldorado Park, in conversation with someone else, where she speaks about Chanel Stevens, I think it is, the daughter of a former now late gang boss who was funding the PA, and she says in this recording apparently that she knows this for a fact, and she has the receipts to prove it. Wow. But it's all in the Mail and Guardian. You can go and read it. That's their front page.
All right, we'll take a look at that one. Okay, let's move on to the next newspaper, which is the Business Day. And the Business Day, let's take a look and see. Judge to play role in SOE board picks. Okay, so let's take a look there. So draft bill seeks to depoliticize holding company appointments. That's an interesting one. A retired judge will chair a panel that will interview candidates to serve on the board of the proposed state asset management company in a move that limits the powers initially conferred on the president. So there we go. There's a story you can dig deeper in there. There are 9 members of that panel, one of whom must be from business and one from labor, and 3,500 comments received from the public on this draft bill so far, just to give you a bit more background. Now, still that big story that everyone talking about is the picture that they have there. The SA team presents case on Gaza genocide, and there's members of the legal fraternity. This is a picture taken back home, and the public picket outside the Western Cape High Court in Cape Town on Thursday in support of the South African government's case at the International Court of Justice, in which it accuses Israel of committing genocide in the Gaza Strip. So that was really a big argument that happened yesterday, with South Africa arguing genocidal intent on the first day of this urgent case that was brought up. So, all right, there you go. That's the picture that's over there in the story. Inside SAP's network of bribery. So the confession to US authorities by German software giant SAP of its corrupt activities in South Africa has laid bare the extent of the impunity its officials enjoyed as they bribed their way to lucrative state contracts in one of South Africa's biggest post-apartheid scandals. Oh, SK,
they just keep coming.
What a story.
They just keep coming.
Yeah, so that's the big story there with regard to SAP. And just a quick look at the sidebar. Godongwana keeps eye on Transnet's cash. Manufacturing activity picks up, and the ANC brings out its big guns. This is, of course, ahead of the 112th anniversary that will be celebrated in Bombela.
Right, move to the Star. The Star leading this morning with SA sets out sterling case against Israel. 13 weeks of evidence shows justifiable claims of genocidal acts. And as we said in the trending topics, this, of course, the big story, the second leg of it today at The Hague. And Israel will be presenting their case, rebutting what South Africa put across yesterday. And also, 30 years later, no visible transformation, showing some pictures of walkers on the side of the road. The lady in that picture said not to have worked for 7 years. And also some rubbish piling up in Mbombela as the ANC prepares for its January 8th statement tomorrow in that city. And some analysts saying that the party's 112th anniversary may be the last celebration with the ANC as governing party. Also, Ramaphosa is defined by the crisis facing the ANC. Some of the stories you can read in the Star.
Okay, quick look at the front page of the Citizen now, and SA legal arm of Hamas, and that of course is that big picture that you're seeing there. And as South Africa's lawyers presented its case at the ICJ in The Hague yesterday on why Israel should be found guilty of violating the Genocide Convention in its bombardment of Gaza, Israel called the action by the legal arm of Hamas one of the greatest shows of hypocrisy in history. Israel presenting its case today. That's what the Citizen are leading with there. And then embattled NESFA's chair steps aside. Graft allegations see Ernest Khoza take a leave of action. So that's the Citizen.
And finally, the Sowetan, they also lead with that ICJ case. You can't justify genocide. South Africa tells the International Court judges in a landmark case that Israel actually showed chilling intent to massacre Palestinians. Also, experts hail excellence and professional first hearing arguments by the country's finest legal minds. Mbombela traders cashing in on the ANC bash, and Bree Street repairs to cost nearly 200 million rand. So those are some of the stories in today's Sowetan.
Also on SABC News, also in our bulletins, we're covering that Bree Street story as well. Now Lillian Ngoyib, as well as many, many more, including streaming live everything that you can see that's happening with regard to The Hague. So just visit this website. Everything is there that you need. Stories locally, every province and internationally, as well as on the continent. So we really have everything there.